Hey guys, I'm back at the school today with the Equinox 800. You guys asked if the Equinox could pick up clad Canadian currency, and we're going to test it out today. I decided to bring the machine out. I brought some coins that I found from different years, which have different compositions, and we're going to do a few air tests, and then we're going to swing the field and see if we can pick up our clad. Let's see what happens. So, first of all, let's look at our pennies. We'll start with the pure copper penny, which is, we've pretty much issued copper pennies up until I think it was like 97 or something. I'll just come over here and get a better and now we'll try the steel core copper plated penny, which is the modern penny nowadays. I can't see the numbers right now, but I can hear that tone is definitely lower than the first one.
A solid 19. Shows up as solid 19.
And the
first other one was 26.
Okay.
If I would remember.
So 19, I remember some, maybe some of the higher pull rings came up as high as 19, 18, 19. So it's right on the edge of that. Now let's look at the 5 cents. We'll start with the 99.9% pure nickel. This one is a 77.
Nine to 13, pretty much. Saw 14 once or twice, but
okay. Then we'll look at the 80s nickel, which was actually for some years, I believe it was 75% copper and 25% nickel.
$12, $13.
Okay. And now we'll look at the more modern clad nickel, which is steel core, nickel plated.
Ooh, yuck. 2, 4, 6, 5, 12, 8, 1. Hear that too?
Yeah, it's got, there's actually, you can see the rust pitting, so you have iron, a high iron content, and it's pitting through with a fine nickel plating, right?
So it's getting the low iron and the high nickel.
It is what it is. It's telling you what it's reading.
So you see a jumpy signal like that? Well, dig it up and it's today's clad.
Yeah. So here we have some dimes. Here's an 80s dime, which is, again, pure nickel.
12, 14, 11, 12, 14, 13.
And now a 2011 modern dime, which is steel core, nickel plated.
See how different?
And the signal is not, it's not a clean signal, because you can hear the iron and the nickel, they're both coming through. So I think you can actually not only pick up clad, but you can kind of know the difference between certain types of clad by the sound. Right? So this nickel, there's no iron in it. This nickel, the nickel, it's a dime, but you can hear it. So it's picking it up. If you know what to look for and which VDI numbers you're looking for. Now we have a quarter.
Your steel toe boots, you have steel toe boots on there, ring up as 2.
So here's a 70s quarter, which is again pure nickel. And then a 2008 quarter, which is steel core, nickel plated, and again this one you could see the rust pitting on it. It's still picking up the nickel plating very well. I think unless the coins are completely corroded, therefore unusable anyways, you're going to pick up clad. If I put it on the side that has the rust, it doesn't come up as clean as the side that doesn't have it. So.
Wow, that's cool. It's cool to see.
And now a loonie. I don't have a toonie with me. A loonie. What's the number?
11 to 14, mostly solid at 12. Jumping 12 to 13 now.
Okay. Clad quarter.
12 to 15.
Okay. So
11.
Most of our clad it's all nickel and copper, but mostly nickel. Either pure nickel or nickel plated. So if there's not much corrosion on the nickel plated ones, they still come up as nickels. So what you're looking at, like anywhere from like 9 to 14 or something.
Yeah.
Around that range, which is your nickel range. And a little less, a little more, depending, I guess, on composition. If there's more copper, if there's more steel. And if there's a lot of steel and rust, it's going to be lower, and you're going to hear that, like the 2 signals. You're going to hear the iron coming through the coin.
So can the Equinox 800 pick up Canadian coins?
I think it can, and after doing this test and knowing what the VDI numbers are,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to prove this right now, and I'm going to swing and see if I can actually call some of this clad out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, before I get started, I'm going to increase the sensitivity. Now, if I bring it all the way up, can you hear that? See how chattery that is? So it's way too much, so I'm going to bring that back down. 24, 23. It's a little chattery. I think I can live with that, so I'll use 23 for now. Could this be it? Is that the signal I'm looking for clad coins? 5 to 13, pretty jumpy. Hey guys. I just pulled out a loonie. You saw how jumpy that was? 5 to 13. Just jumping. 5, 9, 13, 5, 13, 8, 9. There's a loonie.
Your conclusion, my dear.
Well, for a conclusion, what I gotta say is it does pick up clad. We saw when we did the air test, it comes in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, you know. It's not consistent. It's really jumpy, especially when there's iron in the coin. So you can dig them, but you really got to look for those signals. Check for those VDIs and recognize those jumpy signals in that window, and then you can dig them out. But it's not easy. There's a lot of garbage that comes in to that range too. So I don't know. I'm not one to dig a lot of clad. I'm not looking for clad specifically, so it's fine for me. But if you're looking for clad, you can do it, but you gotta, know your signals.